The Young and the Restless spoilers. Victor puts a pox on Claire and Kyle's romance. Won't allow Kyle anywhere near Claire. The Young and the Restless. Y&R. Tease that Victor Newman, Eric Braden, wants to have a talk with his granddaughter Claire Newman, Haley Aaron. He doesn't think she should waste her time with Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer. Kyle is mad at his parents Jack Abbott, Peter Birdman, and Diane Jenkins Abbott, Susan Walters, due to their meddling in his life to keep Victor away from him. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Victor Newman talks to Claire. Victor used Kyle to get back at Jack, but Kyle ignored everyone's warnings. Will Claire call Victor out about using Kyle, the man she's falling for? Want more of The Young and the Restless? Get updates on the latest news about The Young and the Restless straight to your inbox. We use your personal data for interest-based advertising, as outlined in our privacy notice. Claire is new to the family, so she won't make waves or demands, but she will state her objections about how Victor treated Kyle. I&R spoilers. Will Victor mollify Claire? For his part, Victor wants to know more about Claire's interest in Kyle and what's happening between them. This is not any of his business, especially after how he treated Kyle. But wily Victor may pull out of Claire that she's falling for Kyle and wants to explore that. That isn't what Victor wants to hear. He went through the same thing with his daughter Victoria Newman, Amelia Heil, and Cole Howard, J. Eddie Peck, Claire's parents, decades ago. The Young and the Restless preview week of Aug 26. Lucy and Fate's crash. Victor's Claire order. Adam gaslights. View story. Y&R spoilers. Victor Newman likes to micromanage. Explosive show spoilers reveal that Victor thinks it's in everyone's best interests to squash the budding romance between Claire and Kyle. Because he's Victor Newman, that's why. During the week of November 25 to 29, Victor issues a warning about what will happen if Claire doesn't forget all about Kyle. Will he suggest that Summer Newman, Allison Lanier, and Kyle always seem to find their way back to each other? Or will he tell Claire to open her eyes and see how Kyle, Summer, and Harrison Abbott, Redding Munsell, are mending their family unit? Victor will say he's just trying to protect Claire, but she is old enough to make her own decisions. Tell us Y&R fans, how do you think that Claire will react to Victor's not-so-well-disguised orders? Will she act like Victoria before her and forge ahead with Kyle, and maybe even have his baby? Be sure to catch up on everything happening with Y&R right now. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Victor continues to blame Jack for Nikki connection. The Young and the Restless spoilers indicate that Victor Newman, Eric Braden, has been trying to get rid of Jack Abbott, Peter Birdman, for months now. Eric knows that Jack risked his life to save Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, from her alcoholism, no matter what it took. Eric is still determined to take Jack down. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Victor Newman sees Nikki Newman with Jack Abbott. The Young and the Restless spoilers revealed that Nikki had asked Jack to come by the Newman ranch to talk with her. Unfortunately, Victor comes home and is furious to find Jack there. Victor demands to know why Jack is there and orders him to leave his house immediately. Want more of The Young and the Restless? Get updates on the latest news about The Young and the Restless straight to your inbox. We use your personal data for interest-based advertising, as outlined in our privacy notice. Nikki is furious with Eric for acting that way toward her friend. Nikki makes it clear that she and Jack are friends, and Victor has to deal with that no matter what. Nikki refuses to break off her friendship with Jack. Jack saved Nikki's life and she knows that. Nikki is forever grateful to Jack. I&R spoilers. Jack Abbott drops a bomb. Jack tells Victor that he was leaving and then asks him if he remembers the parts of Glissade that he sold off before giving it to Diane Jenkins, Susan Walters. Jack tells Victor that he bought them before telling Nikki goodbye and preparing to leave. Victor is very annoyed by this. Victor thought he had played Jack and Diane, but it didn't work out that way. Jack finally caught on to Victor's game and for once, he managed to pay Victor back by outsmarting him. Jack is very proud of himself, can only smile when it come to outsmarting him. Victor finally got a taste of his own medicine. The Young and the Restless preview week of Aug 26. Lucy and Fate's crash. Victor's Claire order, Adam gaslights. View story. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Jack Abbott won a battle. Jack may have won a battle, but that is far from winning the war. Victor has no intention of letting this go. Victor refuses to give up his vendetta against Jack. He will make him pay one way or the other. Victor isn't about to allow Jack to best him. Jack isn't good enough to do better than Victor no matter what the plan is. Jack knows he best be on guard for Victor to come at them once more. Victor begins to work on his plan again. Victor always wins. He isn't going to start losing to someone else now. The best Victor can do is keep waiting for some way to make Jack pay for the imaginary crimes that Victor believes Jack has committed against his family. Jack is only guilty of being able to reach Nikki when Victor couldn't. Will Victor ever get past it? The Young and the Restless spoilers. Victor crushes Claire, proves Kyle still has feelings for Summer. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Victor Newman, Eric Braden, has set up a loyalty test for Claire Newman, Haley Aaron. Victor wants to know just how loyal Claire is to the family. Will she pass the test? The Young and the Restless spoilers. Victor Newman warned Claire Newman. The Young and the Restless spoilers indicate that Victor was never okay with Claire being anywhere close to Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer. Victor has warned Claire away from Kyle several times. Victor didn't want Claire to be a nanny because he didn't want to take the chance of Claire and Kyle getting close. Now Victor is putting his foot down. Want more of The Young and the Restless? Get updates on the latest news about The Young and the Restless straight to your inbox. We use your personal data for interest-based advertising, as outlined in our privacy notice. This week, Victor will test Claire to see if she will choose her relationship with Kyle over the Newman family. Claire is crazy about Kyle, especially after the important time they have recently shared. Claire doesn't want to give Kyle up. Victor's test could truly hurt Claire. Will Claire realize that Kyle still has feelings for Summer Newman, Allison Lanier? Vi and R spoilers. Summer Newman override Kyle Newman's decision. Kyle had agreed to allow Claire to be the one to let Harrison Abbott, Redding Munsell, know that she will no longer be his nanny. Kyle agreed to allow Claire to break the news to him so she could explain. However, Summer will show up and demand she and Kyle tell Harrison instead. Kyle is also surprised when he learned that Summer is no longer seeing Chance Chancellor, Connor Floyd. Kyle also betrayed Claire and agreed with Summer. Claire will certainly be taken aback by Kyle's decision to give in to Summer's request. Claire may realize that Kyle still has feeling for Summer. The Young and the Restless preview week of Aug 26. Lucy and Fate's crash. Victor's Claire order. Adam gaslights. View story. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Claire Newman is upset. After learning what Kyle has done, Claire is confused and upset by this. Kyle seems to have switched teams and is all about Summer as he tries to explain to Claire. Claire could quickly go to a scenario where Kyle is drawn back in by Summer and reunites with her. Does Claire already feel like Kyle is slipping away? Victor's test could push Kyle right back into Summer's arms and end what Claire and Kyle had going. Unfortunately, Claire could still be left with a lasting token of her time with Kyle, as she could end up pregnant. Is Victor causing an even bigger struggle for Claire in the end by separating her and Kyle? What will Kyle do at this? Is that case in the end? Check back often for all of your The Young and the Restless news, spoilers, and updates. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Is Victor wrong about the Abbotts being doomed? The Young and the Restless spoilers document that Victor Newman, Eric Braden, cannot admit he's been had. So why did he congratulate Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, for outplaying him in the Glissade deal? Kyle Abbott's, Michael Mealer, talk with his father at Society was enlightening. Both men agreed that they trusted Diane Abbott, Susan Walters, but Victor is trying to unnerve her and Kyle that the Abbott family will implode. Obviously, the moustache wants turmoil in the lives of those he loathes. But devoted viewers know that Victor's prediction feels like more than just wishful thinking. He may have set something in motion or is counting on emotional history repeating. Want more of The Young and the Restless? Get updates on the latest news about The Young and the Restless straight to your inbox. We use your personal data for interest-based advertising, as outlined in our privacy notice. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Why not ignore Victor Newman? Does the head of any company in the Midwestern metropolis of Genoa City, Wisconsin, have more free time than the great Victor Newman, diagnosed with a rare blood disorder in the recent past, which caused him to release the reins of his fabled conglomerate? However, he retook the helm from Victor Newman, Amelia Heil, within the last year and is riding hard. So he's made time for his favorite hobby, getting Jack. I&R spoilers. Jack Abbott is the world's best. Of everyone in the world, other than Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, Jack easily tops a specific list. He's gotten Victor's goat more often than anyone and has beaten him on various occasions. Of course, the writers established Jack as Victor's dramatic foil decades ago. It wouldn't be likely that two heads of business, with Jebot being much the lesser when compared to Newman Enterprises, would needle each other endlessly. Yet, these two ever-immature boys have done so. Victor's supposed acknowledgement of Jack's win is a disguised message. Birdman's character knows his enemy is coming for him, but he needs to know when or what method will be used next time. The Young and the Restless preview week of Aug 26. Lucy and Fate's crash. Victor's Claire order. Adam gaslights. View story. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Diane Abbott is most vulnerable. Diane remains insecure. She was shaken by some of what Jack said to her during their ruse. Victor wants to believe the worst, but is not wrong when sensing vulnerability. The first test comes as Kyle returns to work, beside his father, at the family business.